Yangality without humility is equals to banzality.
I don't
That's like
understand.
you being a
Wait. Say it again.
Yangality without
Yangality, that's
humility.
wait.
That's you being a fine girl. Like
Yangality,
humility.
that's yanga.
Yes, yanga.
Without
Humility, that's
you,
brain.
you made it
Like now in how let me just say in
in
Hausa
house
like is
sense.
that sense.
Sense.
Hausa like
Okay,
brain.
okay.
You get that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yangality without humility is equals to banzality. So like it's equals to stupidity.
Yeah. Hi guys, long time no see. Welcome back to another episode. And this is TUT. Here we say the way it is, certainly and certainly
The Ugly Truth
Podcast.
Podcast.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Tessie.
Are we redoing introduction? We
Yeah,
just
it's
finished.
just two of us. Like you just say hello.
Okay,
everyone. It's just two of us. At least let them know who's in the studio.
yeah. Today Mary is not here
Mhm.
because something came up, and Hartwell is not here too. But Hartwell is back in town.
He's not here, and our other guests are not here too.
How many
So,
guests?
NJ.
No, we are talking. No, I think it's about the Ugly Truth family, not guests.
Okay. Yeah.
This is Tessie, and this is your host Bam Bam, and this is TUT, the Ugly Truth Podcast.
Where we say it the way it is.
The Ugly Truth Podcast. Don't make this thing look boring, please.
Oh, it's sounding
Okay.
weird.
It's sounding weird, right? Just the two of us. It's sounding somehow like there's something missing.
Like. But anyway, it's cool.
Ah,
See your
I think
hands with the rings.
I try.
Mhm.
Try to look pretty.
Pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty girls.
Mhm.
Oshe pretty girls gang.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. So actually
Pretty
just-
ladies gang, yeah.
Oh, the one that I'm looking for is this one. Is it the one that comes on this?
This one? This
Yeah.
one is like fuck you. Okay, this one is okay. This one, right? This one will come later. Like, yeah, this one will come later.
Oh.
So let's stop playing around. Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was fine. It was okay.
Okay.
It was okay apart from the ups and downs, and I'm looking at something that is making me smile. Like it was achieved during the week, and
Okay. Mine was fine. Mine was alright. Mine was okay. I didn't do much. Apart from uploading video on our channel. I didn't do much. Like editing and uploading.
and eating
And sleeping and reading
all
and I had movie day. I spent 2 days
this.
watching
Okay,
movies.
I think I was part of that movie. Day.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
So, when you see a pretty person, like extremely attractive person, what do you think?
That person must be beautiful.
Like, what do you think when you see an attractive person? What comes into your mind?
Okay, it's like, oh God, wow, this person is so beautiful. And when is a baby, people like, ah, this baby is so cute.
And when is a man?
when is my
Oh, we have pretty men, like
no, we
extremely gorgeous,
yeah,
extremely attractive
yeah,
men.
yeah.
So when you say pretty man, what do you think?
God, I'm
Sexy.
crushing on him already.
Hot. Okay.
I'm crushing on him already.
And when you say when you see someone who is very ugly, what do you think?
The thing is that you'll be like this one waiting happen. Like what's happening?
like-
How comes? What's happening? But now the way it is, like God's created everything, so everything is fine. Everybody is fine in his own special way, even if you feel like that person is not fine to you. But
Yeah.
there are people out there are admiring that person actually and looking at that
Because
person
they
like
say
that
beauty
person
is in
fine.
the eyes of the
To
beholder.
beholder, it's true, yeah.
But the thing is that the repulsion we feel when we see someone who is deformed
Mhm.
or who is scarred,
Mhm.
maybe accident or something, or who has some disease or something,
You have
it's
the hand,
natural.
amputed hand,
Yeah, it's a
amputed
natural
legs.
response.
Yeah.
But you know, those kind of discrimination, those people feel very hard to overcome them.
Sometimes I think those people too, they need therapy. Some of them, they are being helped with therapy for them to know that you losing a hand, that doesn't make you
Or
not
you
a
looking
functional-
scarred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you're scarred and all that. And the funny thing, okay, something that I had one certain time, and it really makes sense. You cannot look at somebody that is deformed and feel like, oh, thank God I'm not. Before you can say that is when, let me just see you in your grave. That's when you can boldly say that, oh, thank God I lived my life complete. Because some persons, it's not like they give birth to them deformed.
Yeah.
But in the long run, a lot of things happen. You remember that boy that we saw with amputated 2 legs? Just a small boy. And what happened? It was an accident. It was not like it's like that. So.
But sometimes it's just a natural human response that you feel,
yeah.
whoa. Like, sometimes you see someone and you get scared, like, because of the way the person look. And that person might be like, oh, this person is discriminating. Like, this person is this.
No, they actually feel it. They saw some of them go through depression, and you know the feeling of, see, I'm not like, I have a deformity.
Yeah.
You remember our neighbor, one of our friends that came to visit, right?
Yeah.
She's pretty, but she has a deformity on her legs, and I think her own is like right from birth because she was walking.
Yeah.
You remember the way she was walking
I remember.
But one thing about the girl, as in that girl, she if you see her picture, you'll never know that she has that deformity on her leg because of the way she carries herself.
And the way she looks.
Yeah. And she's comfortable and free. And she actually travels a lot because I think I had a conversation with her that
she likes
I know
travel.
that like she has this girl. It looks like me.
She's a babe. So, but the thing is that every pretty person has a social privilege. Every pretty person, be it a man or a woman, all those attractive, drop-dead, gorgeous men, women, they have a social privilege. They're out there benefiting a whole lot of things. Like, a whole lot of things are just handed out to them on a platter of gold.
Yeah.
Just because some of them are just pretty. And nobody likes an ugly person, truth be told.
I know everybody knows that it's better to look beautiful, to look pretty, than to look ugly. You know that's now. It's better for you to look beautiful than, like, they don't even care about how will I say they don't really care about the color of the skin.
Yeah.
And though the color of the skin matters sometimes, but they don't really care about it. Just be beautiful, just be gorgeous, just look fine and attractive.
Yeah.
Like, then that's when you have the whole lot of attention, and people will be like looking at you anywhere you enter, like you're always there.
And that brings us to today's topic.
Yeah.
Pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege.
You know, it's a discussion that's been going around from time to time. We had this discussion with a group of persons a few days ago. We sent questionnaires out to some persons, and they sent a whole lot of voice notes. So I felt, wow, it's fascinating. Pretty privilege. How people think about it. People have a lot to say about it.
Pretty privilege. I think, like, people are really aware that something like that happens. Like, there's a bias treatment between people that look pretty and
people that are not. Like the spectrum. What's the word? The stereotype.
Yeah. But people don't really actually like talking about it. Especially those
the ones that are benefiting from the social privilege of being pretty.
Yeah, they don't like talking about it. So I think it's really a thing. Pretty privilege. Yeah.
So before we get carried away, what is pretty privilege?
Oh, pretty privilege. Okay, in my research, I have it in my phone right now.
You did a research?
Of course.
Wow.
Of course, there are a lot of things about pretty privilege.
Okay.
I was shocked when I was like seeing. I was like, oh, wow. So in my definition here, it's not my definition. I got it online.
Okay.
It says
from an article and essay.
From an Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
all right.
from Urban Dictionary. So it's even there. So it's just something that it has been around us.
Yeah.
A person, that's the definition. A person who has more opportunities and become more successful in life because of how attractive they are, based on society standards or culture standard. Actually, I added society and culture standard because we have a society that have a standard of what they want to look at you, being a lady, being a guy, how you look and all that. And we also have cultures that have that. And I think when I was growing up, there was a particular culture that my mom or somebody, I shall know that I had that conversation that people were saying, that culture, their men love thick women.
It's an African thing.
Thick, you know, this kind, thick, all this, then then when I was in secondary school, all these people that have, you know, there are people that their
Thick
leg
legs,
are
yeah.
very thick.
Yeah.
Like that's beauty for them.
Yeah.
So imagine, so there's different pretty privilege. At that time, when they see a girl with that kind of leg, it's
They'll
not
be
the
like,
face
wow.
they're looking, it's just the leg. Like wow, she has the leg, so she'll get the privilege at that moment. So
You know, it's really fascinating what people have to say about this.
Yeah.
That's why I said, why not talk about this? Why not
Yeah.
make it an episode?
yeah, and I think I have a response that when I was looking at it, I was laughing.
You got voice notes too. I got
No,
a whole lot of voice notes.
I got voice notes. I was
So,
listening to it.
Yeah.
I just smiled. I was like, so this girl, wow. Oh, wow.
We are not going to play the voice note, guys. We are not
No,
going to
we are
do
not
that. We are not
playing
going to
them.
play
We are
the
not
voice
playing
notes.
them.
But we are going to read a few feedback we
Yeah,
got from
just few
people
of it.
because we got a whole lot. I got like 10. I got 10 feedback, like written notes, 10. Then I got like 6 voice notes.
Okay.
I got 16 engagement in total on pretty privilege. People have a lot to say. Like people were like, yes, it's a thing. Oh, fuck
It's
it.
actually a thing.
So
It's
let's
actually
read
a
it.
thing. Wait. It's actually a thing because even babies. You remember when we are coming?
I'm
like,
biased to
I think
pretty
today
babies.
something like
I'm
that.
biased to pretty
When
babies.
we were working together, right?
Yeah.
We saw this woman. She's backing her baby. We just passed. Do you know what I told her? I told her, this baby, and they say, I'm not saying like the baby is not cute. Please don't judge me. I'm just
Me, I
giving
like
an
cute
example
babies.
of pretty
I
privilege.
don't care. I
was
love
like,
cute babies.
if this baby was a pretty baby or
Yeah.
a cute baby,
You want to
all of
carry
us
it.
would be like, oh,
Wow.
see that cute
Just
baby.
like that girl we saw at the supermarket.
Yeah, but as we are, we just pass.
Yeah.
We just pass like
So let's get
even
down
babies
to
still
what
get
people
that.
have to say about this fascinating topic. And I know you
Yeah.
guys want to hear it. I know you guys are like, yes, you guys are pretty girls.
we are just going
It's
to
a
give
thing.
you, like,
It's a
5
thing. You guys are pretty girls. It's a thing, yeah. But we have
5
smart
out of it.
women that are pretty and they get what they want with their brain, not just being beautiful. Yeah, it's really a thing too.
It
So let's get it down. So we need to read some of those things. You go first. We got a lot of, we sent out questionnaires and we got a whole lot of, what's it called? Replies, feedback from people.
yeah.
Personally, I got 16 engagement, 10 voice notes and 6 messages. But I'm not going to read the whole 6 messages. I'm going to read 3 messages. How many did you get?
I didn't really like take time to like count my
Count?
responses, but
I
I
did.
think I'm going to give you guys 2. 2
Okay.
is enough. That's 5 is fair for us. to
Yeah,
give you
5
guys
is
now.
fair. Yeah, 5 is very fair
Yeah,
for us
yeah.
to read. So the first person said, this one said, I think pretty privilege is a thing. People gravitate towards people they find attractive and tend to help them more. I've seen it played out when 2 or 3 ladies are standing. A guy will naturally want to go for the one that looks the most pretty and help out. Same thing with girls, seeing a fine boy, she will want to help the guy out over a regular looking guy.
Okay.
It is well.
Fine guy.
It is well.
Help him. Let me read this one. She said, pretty people will most times have an advantage over regular looking people. They easily get favors, connections, friendship, relationships because they are easily noticed and
Yeah.
it's easy to shine when you are close to pretty people. Like you get when you are close to a pretty guy.
You follow shine.
But don't you think that you can be a shadow of them?
That's the downside. That's the reason for this episode.
Okay.
Not the whole
okay.
pretty privilege
Okay.
thing.
And she was talking of like when it comes to modeling, being a video vixen, acting and all that, the people that have the prettiest face actually get the attention more before other persons. So what's your next?
Okay, this one said, in 9 out of 10 cases where you see a fine lady, when you see fine ladies go to an office or go for an interview, they always pick first. They always pick the first pretty ones and the rest follow. It's been a trend. You see a beautiful damsel standing on the road and a man drives by. The next thing you know, he offers to give her a lift and probably there is another lady standing right there, but she isn't fine. So she's not approached by the man. It's been happening for decades and it will not stop.
That happens obviously a lot of times actually. So this one said,
This
okay.
is crazy. I think let me read this one so that you just go next and
okay.
that's 3, right? This 4. Okay, this one said, I intentionally often have to talk myself into being kind to people who aren't rated fine, pretty, cool, according to societal standard. this one don't go Korea. Because
No, that, we do have societal standards
I know,
here, but
I
just
know.
that ours is not pronounced.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say
Yeah.
it to somebody's face and tell him you're not up to the societal
Actually,
beauty standards.
it is by actions.
And that's what, but you know, Korean
It
people, I
is.
think they say it out. You're
So
not up to.
let me read this.
So.
Don't distract me again. So this person said, I intentionally often have to talk myself into being kind to people who aren't rated fine, pretty, cool, according to the societal standards, because there is this natural thing of granting pretty people privilege, kindness, opportunities, and likes, even in the churches and other industries. This one is true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's very true, because I know someone who, ever since I met this person, everything about this person
It's pretty privilege.
is pretty privilege.
Back to back.
Personally, I don't see pretty privilege as a thing. In my own opinion, yes, it's my opinion.
I still have 1 year to
I
live.
don't see it as a thing, but I know someone who all his or her life is pretty
Pretty.
So, let's see what you have.
Privilege.
Yeah.
Well, this person said, actually, I've really enjoyed pretty privilege. I know it's not
Wow.
like I'm that pretty, but I'm just cute for people, and they actually.
I like that. I like the confidence. I'm just cute for
Yeah,
people.
she's like she knows she has a lot of pretty privilege that
Yeah.
she has got
Benefited from.
But she said, okay, she's trying to balance it. Like, okay, let me try and balance it. It's good to have pretty privilege, but let what you have, let it not be on pretty privilege.
Yeah.
Just have the works too. That's beauty and brains, like that kind of thing. Yeah, actually, she has the brains and the beauty joined together.
Yeah.
And being pretty may present opportunities for people that are pretty before talents. So don't base yourself, okay, because I'm pretty, and because I'm pretty, I don't need to like work hard or do some things, because a lot of people have that kind of thing in their head. I'm pretty, I can enter anywhere, I can get whatever I want to get, but and all that. But let it be balanced. Let it be like, oh, it's true. Let it be balanced. Like, let it be, I'm pretty and I have the brains. My mom used to say something. Let me just say it here. It to sound funny though, she used to tell us like I don't know, like youngality without humility is equals to banzality.
I don't
That's like
understand.
you being a
Wait. Say it again.
Yangality without
that's-
humility.
wait.
That's you being a fine girl. Like
Yangality,
humility.
that's yanga.
Yes, yanga.
Without
Illuminity, that's
you,
brain.
you made it
Like, you know, now let me just say in
In
Hausa,
house-
like is
sense.
that sense.
Sense.
Hausa, like
Okay,
brain.
okay.
You get that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yangality without illuminity is equals to banzality. So like it's equals to stupidity.
Yeah.
So when you are pretty and you don't have the brains, so it's like being stupid and all that.
It's like, you know, the thing is that one of the voice notes I listened to, someone said, when you see a container,
Yeah.
the first thing that attracts you to the container is the colors.
Yeah,
The
it's true.
build, the shape of the container, and the colors of the container.
Wait.
Before you even think of what is inside.
And you know
that
it's true,
container.
because you actually go for shopping, you see a pack of snacks, you be like, this thing, the name, it might be fine. It happens a lot now.
To
you,
me.
you buy the snacks, and that's what I'm saying, I'm bringing it here. You buy
Oh
the
Lord,
snacks,
like,
when you
and
come
it's
back
not
home
nice.
with the snacks, it's whack.
And it's
Like
not
it's
nice.
a waste of money. So it's just the same, like
But today we are not going to focus on pretty privilege being a thing,
Yeah.
because we've had this talk with people both online and offline over and over again. As much as it's fascinating to me, the way people, you know, gravitate through life with the social privilege thing,
you
it's
know,
not really a thing
when
to me.
it even comes to like our social media wall, like and all that, you know that people
Societal
that,
setting and social media
and
trends,
social media
yeah.
trends, people that are more attractive gets the more attention. And
Yeah.
actually we tend to favor the people that are
Yeah.
that are looking pretty and attractive. The honest truth is that even my own self, and sometimes I'll be like,
You've
I
been
like-
part of the pretty
like-
privileged spectrum,
I
right?
like this lady is fine. Just because the lady is beautiful, I watch her movie. Oh, just the guy is handsome, I watch his movie. I don't care whether he's acting well
Or
he's
not.
acting well,
Oh,
as
I
long
see.
as he's that guy that I like is in the movie. So I'm actually doing that, but I
Yeah.
didn't really know that it's like a pretty privilege. I'm just watching his movie because of his pretty face, and it actually happens a lot. It really happens a lot.
And it cuts across a lot of industries now.
A lot, like
A
that's
whole lot of industries and sectors.
that
People tend to go for the most prettiest and most attractive.
yeah.
Just like you
even-
said, they feel like if they associate with this attractive person, they might benefit something through that person.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
yeah.
social media trend tends to make pretty guys and pretty girls to go viral the
It's
most.
True. It's true.
The most prettiest guys and most prettiest girls, they tend to go viral than any other person.
Yeah, it's true.
You can correct me if I'm wrong.
And
girl,
don't forget
but-
about the babies. I don't know. I have to bring out the babies there.
Oh,
because
please. Every baby is no, not every baby is cute. Yeah, not every baby. I was about to say every baby is cute, but
have you like every baby on trending on social media, shorts and all that? They're cute.
not all. The
Like-
one I showed you today, was that one cute? That baby was not cute at all. Seriously, that baby was
right
not
now
cute.
you're doing.
And personally, if my baby is not fat and cute and chubby, I don't want it.
She go and throw it in the dustbin. I hear
No
you.
way. So let's focus back. So we are going to talk about pretty privilege not being a thing. The
Yeah.
downsides.
But you let me ask you first. You as a person,
Yeah.
how far with you? Have you experienced any pretty privilege that you can say right now? Oh, let me just.
Honestly, guys, I know I'm a pretty girl. I know I'm a fine woman,
fine
fine
girl,
lady.
fine girl,
I know
fine
it.
girl.
You don't have to tell me. I know I'm pretty. I'm beautiful, confident, but I don't think I fall under that spectrum of pretty privilege thing. I've not
Okay.
experienced it because I don't count going out and somebody buying me a bottle of
drink?
wine, a drink. I don't count it like that.
Paying for your bills, probably just in shopping and be like, let me just pay.
It never happened.
Give and that's giving a free ride. All those-
I don't say like pretty
Giving-
privilege.
Giving free ride is not bad now.
It's pretty privilege.
I know it's not bad now.
Please,
I'm just
the
saying like
pretty
when
privilege
they,
me I want is to work in Ajip, is to work in Shell, is to work in Chevron, is to work like all those oil companies. That's why I want the pretty privilege to take me to, you know.
oh God,
That's what I want. Not free rides, not bottle of wine, not drinks.
You have to really work hard for the pretty privilege you're saying right now. These things that you need.
That's why.
Because
That's why
the
you see
funny
a whole
thing is
lot
that
of.
people see it as pretty privilege,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But those girls that they're like, you're looking at them like it's pretty privilege that got them there. If they tell you the shit they've done or
The downside.
the downside of
Yeah.
it before getting there, you'll be like, wow, I thought it's pretty privilege, and which is not pretty privilege for them, and all that.
Yeah.
In my own sense, pretty privilege.
Please, you have
In
free
what
rides,
essence?
bottle of wine, grocery shopping. You have a lot of
me
pretty.
right now is when I'll see a guy that is going to sponsor my trips, fly around the world. Oh God,
There are apps
shake
for that.
my bum bum
On
in
a yacht, in a tongue.
That is pretty
There are apps for
privilege.
that.
That's pretty privilege for
I
me.
came across a video. I'm going to flash it. I'm going to flash the video
Okay.
here. I came across a video that as a pretty girl, there are applications that you just have to apply for it. If you're pretty enough to be taken on the app, you just have to pose at certain places and you get the privilege to get shoppings for free, all paid trips.
Wait.
Every like places you go to as a pretty girl, like
I know that app can actually work out of Nigeria, but
it works in some it works in some countries.
Okay, I want to talk for a sec about pretty privilege. As someone who's made it my livelihood through modeling, I want to talk about beyond that. So there are literally apps that you have to apply and get approved, and how you get approved if you're pretty enough. Once you get approved, it shows you all of the things that you can get for free at restaurants, at like hotels, at like clubs, fitness centers, and you just have to post that you were there. And it's in like so many cities, and so many places do this. It's just crazy how much a thing it is.
I don't know about my country,
I don't
Nigeria,
think
but
it has started working in Nigeria right now.
now the thing about we are talking about pretty privilege
Privilege, yeah.
not being a thing, like the downside
of pretty
of
privilege,
pretty,
yeah.
because being pretty to me is a double-edged sword. I say it all the time, you know it. I say it
yeah.
all the time. It has a lot of like a whole lot of that. Let me use myself for an example. Someone is stalking me. I don't know who the person is, but the person had the effrontery and the audacity to write a letter I had to wake up to see the letter outside my apartment.
Baby
What does
girl,
it mean? It means that
baby
someone is
girl,
stalking me.
someone
And
is
as a pretty
stalking
girl,
you.
that's the bad side of being
Someone-
pretty.
Someone,
Because the content of the letter is not something you should send to a lady.
someone is stalking you.
The
Like,
content is not something you should send to a lady. So, as a pretty girl, that's the bad side of it. Someone is stalking me. So, being like,
actually,
and that's also part of harassment. That's an harassment.
That's harassment.
Yes.
That's life threatening.
Uh-huh.
Because you never know what comes next after that. Because people do a lot of things just to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a story of a couple that went to surf in a certain village. And the girl is pretty fine and all that.
Yeah.
But all these villagers now, someone just used all this charm on the girl.
Yeah.
And that's how this girl followed that man. Oh. Married him. And
It's
people
happening.
came to like beg and all that.
It's
So
happening.
it can really
It's
be a bad
happening. Like,
thing.
it's really
You
happening.
will just be walking and people will be hating you.
Just for no reason.
Just for no reason. People will be competing with you for no reason. Like, imagine
And-
somebody's competing with you and you don't even know that the person is competing
And there is a
with
lot
you.
of pressure to be pretty.
Yeah.
And these marketing campaigns they do these days, it has this unspoken rule that you have to be pretty. And if you're not pretty, you must be pretty. And if you're pretty, you need
must
to
stay
stay
pretty.
pretty. You must not get, like,
you know,
you need
this-
to stay pretty.
These
Like,
marketers actually,
it's crazy.
I'm not saying there are marketers that are really clean and pure. They get their
Yeah.
market, but they do a lot of things. Because I was having a conversation with one of my friends. She was like, she was telling me about some set of marketers.
Yeah.
They pay them well because they really bring. And this is not even in banking sector or something. What they do, they go to clubs to do all sorts of things with all these wealthy men, so that they'll be able to get them to buy whatever they're selling for them, so that their account to be selling.
let me blow your mind. Let me blow your mind. When I was working with a real estate firm, that was 2019. Yeah, 2009. I was working with a real estate firm, 9 to 5, when I was working with them. I was employed as the front desk. You know, those front desks,
Yeah.
you don't have to go out. But after like the first 2 months, the MD called me into the office, like, I need to sell. I was like, okay, how far? He said, I really need to sell. So I was given some buildings in a particular area to sell. And one building was 40 million naira or more. Do you know, I had to make a presentation at FIRS, some other places, like
Yeah.
meet some. Honestly speaking, that period, I was harassed.
You will.
Sexual
because-
harassment is a real thing.
You
I
will,
was harassed.
because-
But the only thing was that I know when to draw the line. I know when to say no. That was the only thing. And at a point, I think one of the persons I was talking to happened to like lock his office. And in my mind, I was like, this man don't know Sabi Calabar South girl. It could happen today. And one person will go down. It will not be me. Like, so it's a real thing. Like the harassment of being, because you're pretty. And you see women tearing other women down. You see silent competition, someone shading you, and you only know that that person is in competition with you that when that person comes out, maybe you guys are friends and something happened and that person says something and it will like be like a trigger. Oh, so all this while, this person I thought was my friend is actually
a competitor. That's when you snitch on your friend, go behind them, just
backstabbing, doing
and all
things.
that. But the thing is that it's also difficult for successful pretty women to stand out there because people will be like, it's pretty
Just because
privilege
you're
that's
pretty.
taking them there.
And
But not knowing that there was sweat, there was
blood
hard
and tears
work
and everything.
before
Midnight
they-
candles being burnt
mhm,
and
before
everything.
they get up to that level. Those ones too are other challenges of this.
And
pretty
all the
privilege
guys
shit.
I sent the questionnaire to that sent a reply to me. They keep talking about ladies being opportuned, ladies being this, ladies being in high places because they're pretty, ladies having more opportunities because they're pretty. But they forget that the same thing goes for the men. See, in the entertainment industry, as a man, if you are not fine, if you are not sexy, if you are not tall, if you are not, if you are not the complete
now,
package,
if you are not fine,
you
who
are
will watch
not
your
going
movie?
anywhere.
Who will watch your
No,
movie?
that- who is going to look for you in the first place?
Ah yes,
That's what you should
yes,
think
you
of.
just come out as all these armed robbers.
Apart
That you wear
from-
masks
apart
and
from-
cover yourself.
Thank you. Thank
that
you.
people
Just be
will
an
not see you.
yeah, so that people will not see you.
Yeah.
So the men also, they pass through a whole lot of like discrimination. That's
know
why
that-
we have a whole lot of cross-dressers now.
The men too, do you know they go through sexual harassment?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
go through sexual harassment and all these stuffs. It's just that
And most of them that really enjoy it become cross-dressers.
yeah. Those cross-dressers shit.
But that's the real thing.
Yeah,
That's the real thing. You
like,
see a whole lot of men trying to be feminine, like trying to.
and saying it's like ladies don't know what they have.
They can't use what they have to get what they want.
Like, what kind of shit is that? Because
And
let me not see what I want
at
to
the
say.
end of
Sha.
the day, these men are being objectified.
Yeah,
They're being used like toys.
yeah, and they can't say it.
They can't
They
say
can't
it.
open their mouth and say
They
it.
can
No
only
matter what they are
show
going
you
through.
the soft life parts of it, but they
yeah.
can't show you the hard life parts of it, and it's crazy. Like it's
And
really crazy.
really crazy. Even those pretty girls, you really. Oh my god! I was hearing some things that some girls do. You know that will I say toilet thing where guy they will shit on you. Imagine how pretty you
The
are.
Arab, whatever,
all those Arab
whatever,
things,
yeah.
but people
the
do
dog
it.
thing.
And they look for pretty girls for
It's
this
only
kind of
pretty
shit.
girls that they'll look for. They'll not look for
So,
ugly.
so imagine all
Sorry
this
guys,
shit
sorry
that-
guys. Nobody's ugly, but there is no black, there is no white, there is no color. There is this spectrum. Either you fall in the center, or you fall at the right far end, or you fall at the left far end, or you fall in between the center. So
That's it.
that
So we
is
are not
it.
saying
So
anybody
nobody's ugly.
is ugly.
Because
Please.
beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes,
Nobody's ugly.
yes.
And also, I want to make something clear here that we have a whole lot of pretty, confident women out there
Yeah.
burning midnight candle, putting their tears, midnight tears,
Like we
into
are
their.
burning our midnight candle. Oh my god, this is the real deal.
This is the real. Putting their blood, sweat, and tears to be up there. So we have a lot of smart, intelligent women doing their thing. We have a lot of smart, intelligent young men doing their thing. So it's not everybody that falls under the social privilege of being pretty. That's why I keep saying that pretty privilege is not a thing for me.
It's actually not a thing.
That's why I do say that.
It's only when you see it as a thing, then it becomes a big deal for you. And then when you don't see yourself getting it, you get frustrated and you feel like you're not beautiful enough and all
Yeah.
that. But girl, guy, you are good enough. You are pretty.
Do
You're
your
fine.
thing.
Like,
So let's talk about the downside now. I talked about the harassment,
yeah.
sexual assault,
Yeah, we talk about
abuse,
jealousy,
jealousy,
competition, and all that.
Yeah.
And where people don't tend to see the struggle of women that are pretty.
Here's a dark side of being pretty that no one actually talks about. In the media, being beautiful is often seen as a blessing, but it can definitely be a curse. I'm not hating on my looks. I'm not saying that I'm mad that I'm pretty, because no, quite the opposite. I love how I look and I take care of myself. But because I've always been pretty, I've always had an experience as a beautiful girl, I've definitely attracted a lot of hate, a lot of envy, a lot of weirdos, a lot of psychos, a lot of just crazy fucking people, fam. Just like the weirdest types of people. I constantly have people in competition with me, and I don't even realise that they're in competition with me until they do or say something sly that makes me realise, oh shit, this person has been in competition with me all along. And in the past, like, I've tended to attract booky people because they just want to get close to me because of how I look. They think that I can offer them something, or they think that being with me, being associated to me in any way, shape or form makes them look good. Then of course the classic unwanted attention from the male species. I've been stalked, I've been gang stalked, I've had my name, my face on sites that I haven't consented to. I've had people create fake Tinder profiles of me time and time again. I've only been on Tinder once, and that was in 2020. And even someone that I was seeing, thank God my intuition just like locked it off with him. I don't know why, but I just felt like I don't want to see this person again. But anyways, someone that I was seeing intended to traffic me, and I had no fucking clue. Little girl like me, what do I know about sex trafficking other than watching Taken? Do you know what I mean? But that stuff is really real. Kidnapping is very, very, very fucking real. I've just attracted some fucked up energies all my life. People are always lying on my name as well to make themselves look good, and I don't know why you do that, because I just don't bother anyone. I'm not in anyone's business but my own. Because when you're actually a painting, when you're actually a beautiful person, you're not looking left or right or up and down. You're looking straight ahead of you because you have shit to do. For those of you that don't know, I'm also a musician, so lots of people in the industry have just lied on my name, just chatted shit about me, all these stupid allegations, false allegations that they don't want to go public about because they know it's cap. And the motherfuckers lying on me are clapped. They're ugly as fuck. And I'll say this, I'll scream this if I have to. Like, you're ugly from the outside, you're ugly on the inside. Bitch, at least choose one, do you know what I mean? Like, brush your teeth, clean out the little, like, stains on your teeth, and then talk shit on my name. Yeah, cool. The gag is, these motherfuckers don't understand that the more they chat shit on my name, the more beautiful I become. So keep it coming, keep the rumors, keep throwing the obstacles my way, keep chatting shit, because look at me, I'm everything that you can never be.
But actually, I don't think it's mostly women that they don't really tend to see their struggle.
Men too.
Men too,
We have a perfect example, but I'm not going to mention his name.
Okay,
In the movie industry, I'm not going to mention his name.
Oh my god.
Perfect
oh my God,
example.
oh my God.
Perfect
Yeah.
example of blood, sweat, and tears. It took that man a whole lot for him to be finally seen in the movie cycle, in the movie industry. Like for he has been seen, no doubt. People see him, but that see someone,
the name and everything.
not just
like,
the name,
like that.
Like, to see someone is mean. You giving this person what this person is due.
Okay,
that's what I mean by see.
Like his dues are okay.
Thank you. So it took a whole lot. But for the ones that are pretty attractive, just like this, they climbed the ladder of success.
Like it was just so surprising. In a twinkle, like in a flip, like some actors are already gone far. Like, where are you guys coming from? Some actors are already gone far. Like, where are you guys coming from? Where is the roots? Like, where did you start from? And in a sense that some of them is not any kind of movie you see them inside. They will say they are like a standardized, or like say a classy. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Now that girl that was trending, was it early this year? Around April, May, June. Is it June, July?
Oh.
On TikTok, because she was shaking her ass and she was trending everywhere. She's pretty.
Yeah.
But she's not that pretty. She's pretty, no doubt. She's very pretty. She's a very pretty lady. Attractive, no doubt. But on the spectrum of that, that's why people think that pretty privilege is really a thing. Because when people say, oh, why is everybody talking about this particular girl? They say, oh, she's beautiful, she's pretty, she's this.
Can't you see her skin? Oh my god, can't you see her body? Like, can't you
That's
see
the
her?
pretty privilege now.
Why can't you
and I stumble on some girls having a war on a comment section on TikTok. The other girl that was having all this word war was like, it's the grace of God. When your own grace is coming. I was just laughing on my bed, like, what the fuck is this?
Grace of God.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that you don't allow anybody to tell you are pretty. Tell yourself you're pretty.
Be confident.
Be confident.
Be showing who you are.
Yeah, like what?
That's the thing.
I'm a pretty girl walking out, and actually, we have to work on our dressings.
And the thing is that there are some persons that don't talk to you. They don't even want to associate with you. But maybe they saw you somewhere looking all dull up, all glam, looking all pink, all this, all that.
Yeah,
looking so... And
okay,
all of a sudden,
you
they want to associate with you. They want to talk to you. They ask for your phone number.
You remember the person that I don't know, is from your like TikTok, right?
Yeah.
She was saying when she was in school, in
I'm
high
going
school,
to flash that video too.
nobody was noticing her.
Yeah.
Even like till when she went to college, she started dressing. That's when started dressing, making up, like taking care of herself. Like the way she said it, taking care of herself, and people would start giving her attention.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes it can be like that.
Okay, I want to get serious for a second. I want to talk about pretty privilege. So growing up, I wasn't really considered like quote unquote pretty. I don't believe pretty is a thing. It's just, how society puts it. I didn't fit into the society norm. And so back in high school, people didn't really talk to me. At the time, I didn't feel like I was treated any different, to be honest, because I didn't know what it feels like to be pretty, And back in high school, I didn't really take care of myself. I didn't know how to do makeup. I didn't really care what I wore. I was very much academically focused, so it didn't really bother me until when I get to college, where I started learning how to do makeup, putting on my silly little outfits. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm like so much prettier now. No, because I guess in a way now I take care of myself. more, I guess. And I noticed a difference. People that don't talk to me in high school started talking to me in college. And people greet me when I enter stores, which I didn't really notice before. Because before, when I entered stores in high school, people didn't really talk to me. People didn't really greet me. But when you start dressing up and when you start taking care of yourself, people greet you. It's so fucked. And so, like, when I do hang out with those people who I didn't really talk to in college when they hit me up, I can't really trust them. I can't really trust them. Hence, I don't really hang out with most people from high school, to be honest, because why hang out with me now? So even now, like, I have really bad trust issues because I just constantly think about, like, did they want something from me? Like, what happens if this was back in high school? Would they not hang out with me? Like, I believe my personality stayed pretty consistent. You know what I mean? So it makes me really mad. But I'm not gonna lie, like, because of this, I think I read people a lot better. Like, I can tell if a person that I'm hanging out with is trying to get something out of me, or, you know, they only hang out with people that look a certain way. And for those of you bitches who do that, fuck you. No, fuck you. You guys are the meanest, ugliest bitches I know. Fuck you. So yeah, that's my little rant.
And the thing is that for me, those kind of persons, I keep asking myself, do they like me for me? Do they see me? Or they just like what I show them? They just like what I project? Do they like me as a person? Do they really see me? Or they like what I project to them?
You know, that's another downside of
Being pretty.
pretty. Like me, like when I was in like then, I used to have this feeling of, okay, any guy that comes to me, any guy that approached me and starts talking to me, telling me stuff, so blah, what comes to my mind straight up is, okay, this guy have seen my ass, you have seen my body, my
Your ass has reduced, sir. When I met her,
you have seen it.
you know that song that was ass,
Please, album.
It was about her.
I beg, go to TikTok, you see ass there, please. So it's subconscious that we feel I will not give that person attention because what comes to my mind is like this person wants to take advantage of me, obviously. So you will not even really know who is genuinely coming for you.
Yeah.
Like who really likes you, like he wants to have you, not because of what you have or all this thing. And I think some ladies too face that, have that kind of challenge of, okay, this guy, is it just coming? Because actually I watched a movie like that. It's the guy followed the girl. It's not like he really liked the girl. He married her just to have as a trophy, like to show his friend, like, wow, see my wife. So there is no love. There is no, just to keep. So
I hope she walked away. I hope the writer made her to walk away.
There was a lot of issues. Like, actually, you know, it's because there's no love. This is not boyfriend and girlfriend. You guys are married, staying together. A lot of stuff will come out that he cannot tolerate, she cannot tolerate either. And the girl really likes him. That's even the bad side of it, because she thought he likes her, but he was just carrying her as a trophy. And so some girls actually face that kind of, those pretty shit. Yeah. That's okay, is you really for real? That's why I think so. Some girls, okay, they say, okay, she's pretty, but how many guys have come to her like she has actually have relationship with?
A whole lot.
Some just become vulnerable, I think, that they just try to pick, okay, this one. Before you know it, you just have a lot on your plate when it comes to relationship. Yeah.
So for me, I'll say being privileged is given. Being
it's given by who?
Is a give, like it's given, not just because you're pretty. So for you to be pretty, it's a plus. Yeah, for you to be pretty is a plus, but pretty privilege is not a thing for me. And being pretty is a double-edged sword. You know,
there are some persons they have this aura. It's not like they're pretty. Please don't judge me. Like, I'm just saying,
true.
The prettiness of the way people portray it, you get now.
They drop dead gorgeous, the most attractive.
But they have this charisma,
the aura,
this aura,
the confidence, the courage,
and all that. And talking about employment, job opportunities and all that, when you go, they tend to pick the person that looks more pretty and all that. The thing is that, right, everybody has his talent. Everybody is important. Like, everybody is smart. Everybody is good. Like, is educated. So there is no, like, how will I say? There is no like a given that it's only pretty people that are smart. It's only pretty people that are confident. It's only pretty people that can do that and do this and all that. So we can act. Everybody has it inside of you.
And everybody's pretty.
Yeah, and everybody's pretty.
But we have some that are more prettier than the rest.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
So what will be your last word?
In my conclusion here, what I say. Pretty privilege is a thing and actually not a thing.
Yeah.
It depends on how you say it. That's just for me. Depends on how you carry it. So
Mine is that being pretty is a double-edged sword, and pretty privilege is not a privilege at all. That would be my last word.
okay.
So,
Oh my god. Pretty privilege. So yeah, guys, let's know what you guys think
what do
about
you think
this
about
topic.
pretty privilege?
Pretty privilege.
Do you
yeah.
think pretty privilege is really a privilege? Do you think it's a thing? Do you think it's your thing? Do you think your life has been based on, or your career has been based on pretty privilege standard,
And you
or
can-
social privilege, or whatever?
And you can also tell us the downside of your own pretty privileges
Yes,
and all that.
the disadvantage of it, the downside of it. Have you experienced any of that before?
And guys, are you guys subscribing? Are you guys sharing?
Or do you want me to cry?
You want us to beg you, please? Please.
Please subscribe.
Don't get tired.
Don't get tired of
Subscribe,
watching our video.
Share.
And also tell us a particular topic you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
And send us an email. I keep shouting, send us an email, send us an email. Please
Yeah,
send us an email. We'd like to hear from
we
you
are
too.
anxiously waiting, anticipating for all those things, your feedback and all.
And if you want to connect to us personally, our personal handle on social media is right down below. So click on it and connect to us.
yeah.
Let's hear from you.
Okay.
So see you on the next episode.
See you guys.
I'm Bam Bam.
I'm Tessie.
And we sending you love and light. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.